Happy Monday and bitches. Oh, let me tell you, this is going to be a crazy, crazy, crazy week. And I am here to lubricate everyone to get y'all ready for what is about to happen. Because if you guys really listen to the words that are going to come out of my mouth today and you take everything into consideration and to heart, this is going to be the most powerful transit of probably our lifetimes. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic. I'm being 100% real because what is happening right now has not happened in 300 years. Okay. And we will never see anything like this happen again in our lifetimes. So if you are at an impasse in your life, if you are feeling like you are almost sitting in, this is for my older gals here, if you're almost sitting in Beetlejuice's waiting room and you're waiting for your number to be called and you're literally like, I'm not dead, I'm not alive, I'm literally in limbo, I am like going through, Dante's Inferno. I am just going through the initiation period. I don't know what's about to happen, but I know something's about to change. I want you to clean the potatoes out of your ears so you can hear every word that's going to come out of my mouth today. Hello. As you guys come on, just say hello, that you're here, you're ready. Buen dia. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Becky. Ariella. Rise and shine. I was looking forward to today's session. Oh, this is probably going to be one of the most powerful sessions of the year. And I'm going to ride the wave of the energy that's coming in. Hi, Jeannie. Buen dia. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to just rattle off what's happening and then we can just get into it. Y'all ready? Okay. Number one is the Lionsgate portal that happens every year in the star Sirius opened yesterday. It's open from the 26th until the 12th of August, and its peak is on 8/8. 8 is the number of abundance. It's the infinity. So the energy right now is whatever God has placed in your heart to do with the next act, the next phase of your life. This, I have literal chills. My nipples are so hard. They could literally cut glass right now because this is how excited I am and how much I know that this is true for all of us. If you've done the work, let me just throw that in there. If you've done the work, whatever God has placed in your heart and you know for a fact you are being pulled to it, this is your destiny. This is what this whole auspicious energy right now is all about. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is the north node of the moon entered Aquarius and the south node of the moon entered Leo yesterday. I'm going to talk about what all that means. And it's crazy because my moon is in Leo. My fixed sign is Aquarius. So this is going to affect me probably more than 99% of the population. And I just think it's so interesting that this week is the finalization of KBMFC Wellness and Social Club. Okay, this is a total revamp. This is a total evolution. This is a total ascension. I was actually getting ready this morning and I was having coffee and I was just listening to some stuff to motivate me. That's what I do every morning when I get ready. And I got this incredible download, this incredible idea that's going to benefit pretty much all of you in so many ways. And it was so funny because I called my husband and I was like, hey, I just got this download, and I was telling him about it. And all of a sudden my little dog comes in and she starts having that inverted sneeze, those dogs that have the smashed in faces, they and I was like, oh, I know that this is where I'm supposed to be going because Satan is literally sending my goddamn dog in here to distract us from what I'm talking about. And this is all going to make sense when I'm done with this call today, when I'm done with our session. The third thing is on the 29th, our full moon is going to be in Aquarius, and I'm going to give you all the rituals that you need to do over the next week. I'm going to give you everything that you need to focus on and all of the groundwork that you must lay to make this the most successful launching pad for everything that you desire. Okay, so the first question before I go into it, and it's always the first thing that comes to your mind, what do you know right now for sure that you are standing on the cusp, on the precipice, on the cliff of the jump, of the leap that you know that you must do, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it costs you money that you may not physically have right now, even if it's going to cost you sleepless nights and endless, diligent, determined, hard work and sacrifice. What do you know is the next thing that you must do that God placed in your heart that is going to take you to the next level? What is it? Name it in the chat. Okay. Whether it's starting a new business, whether it is leaving a relationship that no longer serves you, whether it is changing your mindset, whether it is getting yourself into ultimate shape. It's something that feels very uncomfortable. It's very scary and it's very unknown. It makes you feel like, God, what if I do all this and it fails? And I'm here to tell you, what if you do everything and it fucking is the thing? I'm here to tell you that it's the thing is now. God would not have placed these things in your heart if it wasn't the thing that you're supposed to do next. So in the chat, no one's getting out of here unscathed today. So put it in the chat. What is the one thing that you know for sure that you have to do? Okay. So Jeannie is saying, she's so brave. I love her. Jeannie and I have been working together for God. I don't know, Jeannie, like what, 15 years or something? I have no idea. So long, forever, right? I feel like you're part of my life more than most people I know. But I think so, at least 15. Okay. So Jeannie's saying the one thing that she knows for sure is to start her business and to get 100% healthy. I love this. And I mean, I agree 110%. Becky says, going from financial abuse to financial freedom through my business. Absolutely. I second that motion. Hi, Nicole. Bom dia. We're having a serious conversation today, girl. This is right up your alley. It's happening. Big, big things. Adiela says, push my product, but I'm kind of confused where to start because I feel like I'm putting my heart and soul into it, but maybe I have to be more aggressive. I don't agree. And let's not use the word push. I think what we have to do, and text me later because I have some ideas. I think that what we have to do next is we have to just get everyone to know about the incredible product you've created. And how are we going to do that? So there's no pushing. There's no putting the square peg in the round hole anymore. There is no aggression. The energy right now, everything that's coming together, and this is going to make so much sense. So please listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. The next step for you is to be so confident in what you've created that you know that everyone on the earth should have it in their homes and on their skin. Okay. So no more, guys. We have to stop this language. We're not being aggressive. We have everything right now energetically to loft us to go to the next level. We just have to maybe think outside the box. We may have to, do things that we've never done before. I always tell people, if you want to have something that you've never had before, let's do things that we've never done. Right. And it's so funny because I was saying to my husband the other day, isn't it funny how for so many years I wanted so desperately, and I'm using the really shitty words right now, and you're going to understand why. I wanted so desperately to get out of the fitness industry because that's the industry that I started my business in 1999. I was 18 years old. Okay. And I don't have to get into so much of this today, but I had a lot of hardship and a lot of sadness and abuse, if you will, around the fitness industry. And every time I would work out or train or teach a class, I would feel this like a really gross feeling. And now it's like 26 years, 27 years later, I'm right back to going back into the fitness industry, but it's not the fitness industry anymore. It's really about wellness and community. And that is what everyone is desiring right now. They're desiring community. They're desiring women supporting women and in real life events and experiences. And sometimes it's like the thing that you think is not the thing is actually the thing. Okay. So Sarah saying, changing my mindset and finance in my business and become comfortable with money and receiving more. Yes. Remember, Sarah, and remember everyone here, I said a couple of weeks ago in one of the lives, it's like, you have to be open to the receiving of the thing. Just because you say like, oh, I want this and I want to manifest this, it doesn't mean that you are energetically open to receiving. So you have to make the room to be open to receive. Okay. So for anyone that came a little late, I want to remind you, the Lionsgate portal opened yesterday, closing on August 12th, the peak's the 8th. Okay, that's number one. The second thing is the North Node entered Aquarius yesterday and the South Node entered Leo on the moon. This is so huge. And then we have a full moon in Aquarius on Wednesday, the 29th. And I'm going to give you everything that you need and must use to take your life to the next level. This is so huge. So the thing that I was asking the girls to talk about, that's why they're speaking in the chat, is what is the one thing that you know is the thing that you must do to take your life, your business, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations to the next level? Maybe it's hiring a coach for one-on-one sessions, right? Maybe it is collaborating with someone that you never thought that was going to be the thing. Maybe it is something that is not so lofty in a next level. Maybe it's like leaving the relationship that is holding you back, or changing your mindset, or getting rid of old programming, or believing in your magic. I think that's a huge thing for all of us, is really just believing in our magic, because we are all magical beings. Okay. So if you know the thing, write it in the chat so we can have a conversation about it. And it's always the first thing that comes to your mind. It's always the first thing that comes to your mind, right? Okay, so I'm going to read some notes here that I took over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I was getting ready for our call today. Nicole's saying, I've been clearing out the Pitta clients and raising my prices. You should, girl. You should, because think about it. If you raise, let's just say you raise your facials, for sake of conversation, $40, you could be making, just with the same clients, never mind like getting new people, with the same clients, you can make an extra $30,000 to $40,000 a year just by raising your prices by $40 each session, each facial. That's a lot of money, guys. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of money. I love money. I would love extra 40 grand right now, sitting here, right? So it's these small things that we think are so insignificant that take you to the next level. Oh, Pitta actually is, that's a funny pain in the ass. I never even thought about that, because Pitta is actually like an Ayurvedic word. So I was like, oh, we're speaking Ayurvedic languaging. I love that for us. But now I'm going to use that, Pitta, P-I-T-A, pain in the ass clients. Yes. Listen, when you see someone's name on your roster, on your schedule for the day, and they make you feel ick, that is a sign to get rid of them. I don't care how much money that they're fucking paying you. Lisa, Lindsay, hey, Shannon, what's up? Okay, y'all ready? All right, so we're gonna start at the Lionsgate portal. So the Lionsgate portal happens every year around this time. That's why it's such an auspicious time of the year every year. So this is like a thing that happens every year around this time. The star Sirius that aligns with Orion's belt, okay, it starts to open. This energetic light portal starts to open up there. And that is shining a light on us playing a big game, stepping into our power, right? Claiming more and receiving more abundance, wealth, money, freedom, power, whatever we desire and whatever our core desired feelings are, okay? So the energy of this is supporting all those things. That's why it's so important to be so intentional and discerning during this opening and closing and peak of the Lionsgate portal, okay? So for the first time in 12 years, okay, Jupiter is in the sign of Leo. So remember, Jupiter, if you don't know this, Jupiter is the planet of luck. It's of growth, okay? It is about expansion. Okay, luck, growth, and expansion. What can be better than that? And remember, Leo is the sign of confidence, creativity, and being seen. So if you have been holding yourself back, Olivia, hey girl, if you have been holding yourself back from stepping into your power and all of your glory, like the beautiful lioness that you are, this is the time to do it. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're like, I fucking hate social media, I don't want to post, I don't want to do reels, I don't want to do this, I don't want to that, this is when you do it, okay? If you're like, oh God, I don't want to friggin' hire a coach because I don't have the money, or who am I going to work with, or what am I going to do? This is the time to do it, okay? This is the time to show up and be cringe, to be the things that you never thought you would be. And who gives a fuck if people are judging you? Anyone who's goddamn judging you are fucking losers, okay? I don't have fucking time to judge people because I'm fucking working all day, because I'm serving, because I'm showing up, because I'm giving 110% of myself. Okay? So who gives a fuck about the people that are judging you? They're fucking losers. Who cares? Okay? So the next 13 months, yes, 13 months are being set up and built for you to make bold moves, to be so visible in your career, your side of the world, your corner, okay? And it's going to support the kind of luck that shows up only when, listen to me, this is so important. This is so important. Only when you have decided, the Latin root, decide. So side means to cut off, to kill any other alternatives, to decide to show up in all of your glory and to stop fucking playing small. Okay? Are you picking up what I'm putting down right now? This is so important. I know each and every one of you in my own way here. Some of you I know so deeply because you've been working with me for 10, 15 years, okay? Some of you I know, maybe you're new, but I coach you in a one-on-one container, so I know the ins and outs of every part of you and your business. It doesn't fucking matter how I know you, but I know that everyone here is made for more. And because you are worried about stepping into your power and maybe being judged by people who can't even wipe their ass after they take a messy shit, and you're worried about being cringy or being too much for the world, fuck that. This is the break in the branch that's going to be like, you either go up or you stay the same or even down. Because remember, if you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not evolving, ascending, you are descending, you are devolving, okay? So along with the full moon in Aquarius on the 29th, we also are going to experience a Jupiter Kazemi. Kazemi is just an old Arabic word for in the heart of the sun. That's all it means, Kazemi, okay? Jupiter is sitting directly conjunct with the sun, and this alignment is considered one of the luckiest in the year, never mind in the last 300 years, okay? So if you don't get the let out this week, I have a funny feeling that that's going to be your baseline and that's going to be where you're stuck. And I do not wish that upon anyone here, but I deeply hope and pray that you're listening to this today and you're going to take this very, very seriously. So whatever you're going to manifest, whatever you are going to commit to this week, whether it's to start your own business, hire a coach, go and take the trip, or do the thing, right? Or find the person, or whatever the hell it is, this is going to be an amplification. There's no way that it can fail. Do you hear me? There's no way that it can fail. So whatever you choose over the next 48 hours before the Aquarius full moon, it's going to be the rest of the next act of your life. And for a lot of us, I'm in my 40s, I'm 45 years old. A lot of us are the same age, maybe a little bit older. This is our next act. We're stepping into that next act. We're stepping into the wise, the crone, the medicine woman archetype, the high priestess, okay? The white witch. This is what we're stepping into. So what are you going to do with this energy? What are you going to do with this power? Are you just going to sit on it and like brood over it like a hen in a hen house? Or are you going to be like, fuck this, I'm done making excuses. It's time to step up. It's time to do the thing, okay? So I want you, and I urge you to dream bigger than you ever thought realistic, okay? I think a lot of us here, including myself, sometimes we don't dream as big and create as big and think as big as we should be. And I think that is holding us back in so many ways. Okay, so on the same day that this whole Kazemi is happening in Jupiter, we're having that full moon in Aquarius. So this is going to be a release moon. Not every moon, full moon is like, I'm getting rid of all that no longer serves my highest, greatest good. It's not always it, okay? But this is going to be one of those days. This Wednesday is going to be the full moon that you release what no longer serves you. This full moon in Aquarius is giving you permission to release what is outdated. Maybe you know that drinking alcohol is really bad for you, but you keep doing it. Maybe you keep making excuses to, do the thing, hire the coach, take the journey, whatever it is. And you're like, oh, I don't have the money, or I can't do this, or this is why. Stop being three-dimensional and start thinking higher dimensional frequencies. Because okay, Olivia, who's here, I'm going to give you an example. And Olivia, please don't hate me for saying this, but I'm so proud of you. She had voice memoed me last week, and I work with Olivia in a one-on-one mentorship for Ambitious. And she said to me, Katie, I made more in the first 6 months of this year than I made all last year combined. Now, I'm not saying that working with me was the only reason that happened. That's not true. I give her the tools and I give her the information, and then she has to choose to use the proper tool for the proper job. And she is the one that has to wake up every day and do the things and do it over and 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 over. Okay? Olivia's saying, no, it was working with Katie. LOL, she unlocked the magic. That's what I tried to do. At least that's what I try to do, right? And I appreciate you so much. But I always tell people, when you choose the choice that seems like it's too much, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is always going to reward you. When you keep saying like, oh, I can't do it because of this and I can't do it because of that, and when you're thinking in this three-dimensional reality, that is why you're going to live a three-dimensional life, guys. Okay? So the full moon in Aquarius is telling you, whatever you think is the reason why you can't do it anyways. Okay? Make the leap, make the decision, do the crazy thing. I'm telling you that this is the week to do the nuts cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs shit. Okay? So if you do this and you don't put the old identities, the old limits, the old programming onto yourself, like you have fucking done your whole goddamn life because of your family of origin and your ancestral lineage cursing and all the shit, okay? If you choose to think a different way, you get rid of old, outdated stories about money, about freedom, about power, about how good your life could actually be if you just allow it to be, by making the decision that doesn't seem plausible or possible or should not work or is very fucking scary and makes your butthole kind of pucker a little bit. If you allow yourself to do the opposite of what you've always done, you are going to expand to levels that you never fucking thought possible. Okay? Now, I don't like to use our coaching calls every week to talk about astrology, and I feel like the last couple of weeks has been about that, but we've never seen an astrological time in our lifetimes more than this last month or so. And this is just going to keep going and going and going for the next, like I said, 13 months. Okay? Now, this is truly about taking the energy from this full moon and the energy from the Lionsgate portal and the North and South node in Aquarius and Leo, and taking it all and letting it intertwine and enmesh itself. And all you have to do is be an open, empty vessel for the receiving of everything that God and the universe wants to give to you. But you also have to feel that you are worthy of it. So many of you here, it's not that you don't have really amazing ideas, is that there's something about you that you feel like you are not worthy of everything that God and the universe have planned for you. That's the biggest issue here with everyone. People think I'm stuck up. People think that I'm very full of myself. And guess what? I am, because guess why? I've fucking done everything. I have sacrificed more than probably 98% of the people that I know. When everyone was partying and getting fucked up and also getting married and having children and doing all that shit, I was working. I was fucking building my empire. I was laying and pouring foundation over foundation and brick by brick by brick by brick. So now I can reap the rewards and the benefits as a 45-year-old, when most women my age are just starting to be like, oh, maybe I'll start a business, or maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that, because the kids are leaving the house. And I'm already in that next phase of my life. So people can call me cocky and snobby and full of myself, and maybe that's their opinion, but I just say I'm not really cocky, snobby, and full of myself. I just know how much I've done in my life and how much I've sacrificed when everyone else was fucking around and fucking off. That's just the damn truth. And everyone here who's done big shit, you should be the same. You should be like, of course I fucking deserve more money. Of course I'm here to receive. You know, do you think that God or the universe put like, you know, me and a couple other people here to have these amazing lives and you were meant to be a fucking peasant? No. No. You have every right. It is your birthright to have everything that you've ever wanted, desired, dreamed of, aspired to. But guess what? Like Britney Spears says, you got to work, bitch. You got to do the fucking hard shit. You have to sacrifice. You have to do the boring shit, the mundane stuff, the not so sexy stuff every fucking day, continuously. Really, truly, this is about just repeating over and over and over again the things that you know are going to get you closer to, not further away, to your dreams, goals, and aspirations, and to take the leap and to do the things outside the box. Okay, so 8-8, this is the peak of the Lionsgate portal. So in numerology, that 8, right, the number 8 is a number of abundance, of infinity, and financial flow. So this is the time to allow the money to flow to you, okay? This is going to be one of the most powerful manifestation energies of the entire year, okay? And it's so just combined with all the other crazy things that are happening. Now on the 12th, the portal closes and we have a solar eclipse in Leo. We are in eclipse season right now. We're having massive amounts of eclipses over the next couple months, okay? So what do eclipses do? Eclipses create sudden shifts, okay? They create sudden shifts and new beginnings. And this one in Leo is all about visibility, courage, confidence, and stepping into who you know you have to be. Okay? Whatever it is. So in the chat, I want to know, it's the first thing that comes to your mind. Who do you know that you have to be going forward? Okay? So who are you becoming? Say it. Say, I am becoming the healthiest, most powerful, wealthiest, blah, blah, blah version of myself right now. You know, in Ambitious, the book, I talk about the highest vision or the highest version of who you are. She is out there. She is waiting for you to do the things that you have to do to become the woman that you know you have to be and you desire to be, and that it is your birthright to be. Remember, in the quantum, everyone talks about like, you know, multidimensional reality. You know, it's almost like we're going to Scotland for my husband's birthday, and Candace Marino is meeting me out there, and Courtney Lyman, and we're going to go visit Michaela McLean. And I've been watching Outlander again because I'm like, oh, I just like want to get into the Scottish vibe or whatever. And you know how like Claire, if you've ever watched Outlander, she goes through the stones and like she's still her 1930s, 40s version of herself physically, but now she's transported into, you know, 17, whatever the hell, 46 or whatever it is. Okay. Christy, hey girl. I love seeing you here. All of these dimensions of reality are happening right now in space and time. If they have discovered that there are black holes up there, okay, where space and time do not exist, why don't you think that there's portals here on Earth that we can walk into, that we can fall through, that we can push through, that we can just acquiesce through, okay, or just channel ourselves through? Why do you not believe that? If you believe in astrology and you believe in manifestation, all you have to believe is in magic. Magi, it's the root, okay? Why do you think that magicians say abracadabra? All it is an old Aramaic word, avracadabra, which means I speak into reality what I know is happening, okay? So all you have to do is name it to claim it. So if you're saying, like Sarah just said, I am becoming that most healthy, wealthiest, and unbothered version of me. She's claiming that. She is saying it. She is taking it in her hand and she is grasping it. The version of you is out there. She's already doing the things that you desire to do. She already looks the way that you want to look. She already dresses and speaks the way that you dress and speak. She already has the bank account and the joy and the happiness that you desire to have. All you have to do is become an energetic vibrational match to that person. So say to yourself right now, okay, if Sarah, for sake of conversation, because she just said, I'm becoming the most healthy, wealthy, and unbothered version of me. Okay, Sarah, so what is the wealthiest, healthiest, most unbothered version of Sarah look like? What does she do? What does she feel like? How does she show up in the world? If you can do that now, don't you think it's going to fast track that to become your reality? Of course, right? So whatever closes here during this solar eclipse, during this full moon in Aquarius, during the Cazimi, during the Lionsgate portal, during the North and the South node in Leo and Aquarius, whatever closes here is going to make room for something bigger to happen. Or not, just be the mediocre shit fuck version of yourself. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. Because like I was saying to Sarah Berg the other day, there's this saying like in Portuguese, it's like mais fica. It means like more for me. It's like, if you want to be mediocre, you want to be a broke ass hoe, you don't want to do the things that you know that you have to do. You want to be a fat fucking pig and have, shitty fucking health and just be an old crotchety woman. God bless you. But mais fica, get the fuck out of my way. Get out of my way. It's like, like Ludacris says, like, move, bitch, get out the way. Okay. And that's not me being a see you next Tuesday. That is me being so confident and so powerful in who I am, because I know what I have fucking sacrificed my whole life to become who I am today. And I'm not even close to the person that I know that I can be. But I'm turning into her, and I'm doing the things it takes to become her, to attract the version of her who's already out there in another dimension of reality, in another frequency. Okay? So you have to, and I think it's funny because Sarah brought this up like earlier in our conversation today. We have to release and focus on releasing the blocks around money, increasing the capacity to receive what you desire. And it's not just about money, it's about love, it's about abundance, it's about beauty, it's about health, it's all the things that we desire. It's allowing yourself to be seen, to put yourself out there, to do the things that you know are difficult, but you do them anyway. And it's not seeking, listen to me right fucking now. This is so annoying about so many of you. You motherfuckers ask way too many people who have never gone to the places that you desire to go directions to. And you just ask too many people too much shit anyways. And you tell too many people your biggest dreams, hopes, goals, and aspirations. They're not privy. They should not be privy to this, because I hate to say it, but people are jealous cunts, and they will give you the fucking evil eye. So sometimes a lot of the things that we're doing have to be in silence. It has to be in the background, but all you have to do is put yourself out there to the place where you are going to evolve and to attract the right things into your life. Okay. Stop asking dumb motherfuckers, fat, stupid, broke, lazy motherfuckers directions to places that they've never fucking been. If you were driving down the road and you were lost, okay, and you came upon this little old lady and she was sitting on the side of the road, and you rolled your window down. Oh my God, that's how old I am, right? Roll your window down. And you said like, hey, I'm lost. Can you give me, directions to such and such a place? And she's like, well, I don't know where that is, but I can give you fake directions. Would you take the fake directions? No, you fucking wouldn't, unless you were a dumb motherfucker. So why are you doing it with people? You're asking people like questions. For example, like people want to start a business, and then they're asking, a friend who's been in a 9-to-5 fucking corporate job, how to start a fucking business in the beauty industry or the service industry or the product industry. They've never done it, guys. Or you're like, hey, I'm in the service industry and I'm exhausted and I keep trading my time for money. How do I level myself up by starting a virtual component to my company or a virtual component to my coaching business or whatever? Why would you go ask the fucking cat down the road? You have to stand on the shoulders of giants. You ask the person who's done the thing that you want to do to give you the fucking Cliffs Notes so you don't throw shit to a wall for the next fucking 10 years to find out where you're going. I mean, am I saying something that's cuckoo right now? I think I'm really speaking normal truth. But you're procrastinating and you're not stepping into your power, and you're playing the small game, and it's like, you want to play the small game, but you want grand rewards. That's not how it fucking works. The rewards that you receive, and the wealth and abundance and happiness and the joy and all the things that you desire to receive are in direct accordance with the risks that you take. Period. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down right now. Okay. This is backing yourself before anyone else trusts you. This is going into the hero's journey all by yourself. And everyone's like, she's fucking crazy. She's crazy. You're crazy. Or when people say, and it's mostly people that love you, like, why do you want to do this? This is so crazy. Just like, you have a good job, you have a stable life. Why are you trying to do more? Why are you trying to be more? Just, this is good enough. Look at the person who's fucking telling you that and say, do I want to look, act, feel like them? Do I want to go to the places that they're going? Do I want to go on the vacations they're taking? Do I want to have the home and the health and the bank account and the beauty that they have? Or do I want something and desire something different? Okay. Stand on the shoulders of giants, guys. I cannot tell you how much more that, like, if I could just shake you all, this is what I would do. And then you have to also allow yourself to trust yourself that you are safe to expand. You are safe to show up. You are safe to say the fucking thing. You are safe to put yourself out there. Okay? You are safe to take the leap, to hire the coach, to spend the money, to book the trip, to break up with the loser, to leave the friend group, to tell someone to go fuck themselves, to tell someone that you love them. Whatever it is, you are safe to do it, because God would have not placed it in your heart if it wasn't for your highest, greatest good. Okay? You guys should be literally so pumped right now. You should be like running through a fucking brick wall, the words that I'm saying. Okay? So maybe you get a journal over the next couple of days and you ask yourself, what money block am I finally ready to release? And if you want to answer it right here and do the work right now, do it. Ask yourself, if you have a money block, what money block am I ready right now to release? So if you have a money block right here, and on this day, you say it out loud, it shall be done. So what money block? If you have a money block right now, what is the biggest money block that you have? And what money block are you finally ready to release right now? Sarah's going, I'm yelling, yes, in my car right now. I love it. I love it. So answer that question. What money block are you ready to release? The second question here is, what has been small? What has playing small been costing me? Answer the question right now. What has playing small been costing me? It's costing you love, wealth, abundance, right? All of the things. Answer the question in the chat. What has playing small been costing me? The next question is, what do I actually want to be known for? This is such a huge question. What is your legacy? What do you actually desire to be known for? Right? Ariella is saying, I would have to say abundance in my new business, right? That is the money block that she's ready to release, right? She's like, I deserve to have abundance in my new business, because Ariella has created something that is so incredible that's not only it's helped me so much, but it's going to help so many more, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people. Okay? She has to believe that with all of her heart. Sarah is saying, my money block is, you're not worthy to have the wealth that you desire, and you'll never have enough money. So huge. So I want Sarah to say out loud right now. She doesn't have to write in the chat because I know she's probably driving, but I am ready to release the money block that I am not worthy to have the wealth I desire, and that I will never have enough money, because it's not true. You know, it says in the Bible, like, obviously I'm going to butcher it, but it's like, you know, when Jesus was giving a sermon one day and he said, like, you know, does God not take care of all the birds in the sky? Yes. So aren't you more worthy than those beasts? Yes. So if God always gives food and shelter and water and whatever to the beasts in the field and the birds of the sky and the fish of the ocean, are we not also large enough to have enough? Right? And it's the belief that not having enough or never going to have enough is the block. Okay, it's that belief, because God is like, it's like the genie in the bottle. Your wish is my command. Your wish is my command. Your wish is my command. Okay. Whatever you believe is true is your reality. So if you say to yourself, I fucking deserve to make millions of dollars a month, because guess what? If it's been done before, it could be done again. And there's people out there that are making millions, even fucking billions of dollars a month. Right? So Jeannie's saying scarcity mindset, fear that having more money will ruin my relationships, especially my family. And then it's like, I have to say, like, just because someone's your blood, or just because you've married into someone, maybe they're not your blood, but they're, tied to you through marriage, doesn't mean that they're the best things for you. I hate to say it, but like, I'm closer to like most of my clients and some of my friends than I am my own blood and flesh and blood. Right? They're my chosen family. And then like, maybe the relationships must be ruined because the relationship that you're in, or the relationships that you're in with friends and family and different people, is actually what is holding you back, right? So you have to say, I am ready to release the scarcity mindset that I have fear that having more money will ruin my relationships. What if it's the opposite? What if, like, having more money, you can actually give more to your family and help more of your family? It's whatever you say is true. Whatever you believe is true. The next question here is, and keep going as you think of things that are coming through. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that Nicole wrote. Nicole says, I have fuck off. I have scared tomatoes too much and hold on to what I have. I deserve more. I love that you're fucking really killing it today with the goddamn words. I have scared blah, blah, blah too much and hold on to what I have. She goes, sorry, I'm doing my LED like a good esthetician would be, right? Okay. She says she's scared to spend too much and hold on to what I have. I deserve more. Exactly. And so what is the thing that you're ready to release? You say, I am ready to release the old belief that I'm spending too much and I hold on to what I have. Because you know what? You do deserve more. Everyone here deserves more. Every person here deserves more. Hi, Jolie. I love seeing you on here. Okay. The next question is, what's one bold move that I've been putting off? Come on, guys. This is one of the most important questions here. Okay. So if everything that you're saying is true, what is one bold move that you've been putting off that if you do the thing, it's going to help you reach the goal with your wealth and abundance? Because remember, the moon in Leo, all this shit, the North Node, South Node, the full moon in Aquarius, the Lion's Gate, it's all Leo Aquarius energy. This is all about wealth. This is all about money. This is all about abundance. Okay? So what is one bold move that you've been putting off that is the thing? It is the linchpin. It is the jumping off point. It is the catapult. What is one thing? Write it in the chat. Remember, whatever we reveal, we can heal, right? And then the next question is, what would I do if I already believed I was worthy of more? Oh, God, these questions, man, they're so good. Pat myself on the back. Okay, so let's say it. Jolie's saying, the one bold move I've been putting off is the social media for my business. It's so funny, Jolie. I was actually thinking about you this weekend, and I was like, I got to go on Jolie's Instagram and see what she's been doing with her company. Because obviously, we worked together for a really long time in mentorship, and we created your business. And then, I have other things going on, right, in my life. So I'm not like up everyone's ass 24/7. But that did come into my mind, and I was going to do that today. And it's just kismet that you're here. Okay. So Jeannie's saying to start practicing recording videos for social media. Okay. So that's something that you feel like is a bold move, that like, if you do that thing, that's going to be the thing. right? Okay, I love that. I love that. Sarah saying the bold move is making sure I eat fucking first. She's not talking about physical eating. She's talking about paying herself always, right? Paying myself consistently, taking care of my body and my mindset 100%. Billy goes, I've been doing caca. No, when you rewatch this, because I know you came in a little late, when you rewatch this recording today, everything is gonna make sense. This is the perfect time to reinvigorate the old thing. So give yourself some grace, girlfriend. Okay. Is this feeling so good? Isn't this feeling so good? Okay, so the affirmations around this time is, I release what has kept me small. I am safe to be seen. I am safe to be paid what I'm worth. This is so big, guys, okay? Abundance is my birthright. I am ready to expand. So let me say these affirmations again, so you can say them out loud. I'm going to say it, and then you can say it out loud. I release what has kept me small. I am safe to be seen. I am safe to be paid what I'm worth. Abundance is my birthright. And last but not least, I am ready to expand. I am ready to expand. Okay? So this is huge, guys. I cannot tell you how big that this energy is right now. And if you don't hop on that baloney pony, I'm sorry to say that this is going to be something that holds you back for so long, maybe forever, maybe for the rest of your life. Now, there's some dates that are coming up, and you don't have to remember each and every one, but this is so huge, okay? So I want you to think about the north node. So we're going to jump around a little bit. The north node of the moon, okay, is shifting into Aquarius. It happened yesterday. And the south node settles into the sign of Leo. So think of the moon as this big circle, right? The north, south, east, west. So the north node is shifting and has shifted into Aquarius, while the south node, the bottom of the moon, is entering Leo, okay? This is beginning this chapter that will carry us through to 2028, okay? So it's the next 13 months. And this energy is going to feel also strangely familiar because it's going to harken back to these dates, okay? So think about and reflect on these dates. What were you doing on February 7th, 2008 when we had a solar eclipse in Aquarius? Where were you on August 1st in 2008 when we had a solar eclipse in Leo? This is why I keep all of my old books, because I go back and I read like where I was. I go back and I reread when these types of things happen, you know, what I was doing during these times with my journals. And August 16th, we had a lunar eclipse in Aquarius. January 26, 2009, we had a solar eclipse in Aquarius. And February 9th, 2009, we had a lunar eclipse in Leo. Okay? That's huge. And these eclipses marked the last time these nodes traveled through Leo and Aquarius. I just had wow. I just had like this huge aha moment right now. Am I a fucking dumb bitch or something? Ah, God. Sometimes, man, my brain. So I don't even have to go back, because that was one of my things that I was going to do today. I don't even have to go back and look. What was I doing during this time? I moved my company into Wellesley, Massachusetts, and I opened KBMFC right before I got my own reality television show on E! Bravo and Style called Wicked Fit. And I was building KBMFC to what it is today. My grandmother who raised me passed away during this time. And this was probably the last time that I was really as serious about wellness and health and exercise and community and this type of energy that I am right now. So see, this full cycle just came back all the fucking way. Wow. I'm telling you guys this, I'm actually having my own aha moment right now. So that's kind of cool. Wow. So the last time this happened, I was stepping into the next version of what KBMFC was going to be to afford me a television show and millions of dollars and all these different things, right? So the Aquarius energy right now is asking you to honor your uniqueness, to find your people, to think outside the box, to do things you've never done, and to contribute your gifts to something greater than yourself, to share your gifts with the world. This is so crazy. I know. I'm like having like that. I'm like having an out-of-body experience right now because it's just like, wow, this is kismet. It's bashert, you know? I'm doing my Yiddish today. Now, the Leo energy is asking you to release the need for applause. No one has to tell you you're fucking great to do the thing. No one has to be like, oh my God, that's so great. Because the people that you're looking to validate you, like I said before, can't wipe their asses after a messy shit. They're dumb as a bag of fucking dicks. And you're asking these dumb motherfuckers to tell you that you're good enough when you already know that you're good enough. Leo is also asking you to release, again, the shrinking to make others feel comfortable. Leo is the fucking lioness. She is the head lead in the Broadway show. She is the entertainer. Okay. I always tell my coaching clients, my business coaching clients, you have to entertain, you have to empower, and you have to educate. If you can do those three things in every piece of content that you put out, you will always have wealth and abundance and richness and money, and you are going to have the business of your dreams. And this is not a time to seek permission, nor is it ever a time, but this is definitely not a time to seek permission to take up space. And it's also about performing instead of authentically expressing who you are. So instead of being like, today I'm going to put on the mask and the persona of so-and-so, so-and-so, it's like, no, you are like, this is who the fuck I am. If you don't like it, suck a bag of fucking dicks. This is the energy. This is about showing up on social media and being like, hey, I'm a fucking bitch. This is my opinion, okay? And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I had a huge rip-roaring brawl with a girl that I went to high school with last week over peptides because I had posted on my stories, if you're buying peptides from gray and black market companies, you're a dumb bitch. You have dumb bitch syndrome. And this bitch sells, okay? She sells black market peptides from China. And she's trying to tell me that like, it's okay to do this and you don't need a doctor and da 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 da. And I started arguing with her and I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't even let this girl clean my fucking chamber pot. She was a loser in high school. She's a fucking loser now. She lives in a walk-up apartment in Fall River, Massachusetts. Has nothing going on in her life. She's a fucking loser. Why am I the queen? Hello, Leo energy, the queen, the lioness. Why would I get off my throne to address peasants throwing stones? It's what my grandmother always used to say to me when I was a little girl, when people would like fuck with me. She'd go, Katie, you're a queen. Queens do not leave their throne to address peasants throwing stones. That means don't throw your pearls to the swines. Don't give your power away. If you think you're a queen, then act like a fucking queen. Do you know what I'm saying? Adiola goes, who in their right mind would buy black market peptides? Dumb motherfuckers, right? And I know Nicole's a double Leo. Oh, this is your siren call to listen to this and show up, right? You don't need anything. The kingdom of heaven is within you now, okay? So the next 18 months of this energy is going to bring changes around your friendships, your community, your creativity, your leadership, your romance, your visibility, and purpose. So you have to 100% trust what is being built now. You have to trust this. If you don't trust this, then I don't know what to tell you, okay? I do not know what to tell you. You have to trust, you have to trust, you have to trust. This is going to be the biggest energy of it's like, you know, that thing that you would like do a trust fall. Like you gotta just be like, someone's going to catch me if I do the right things and I trust. Okay. So everything that I said here is not easy. Everything that I said here is not going to just like, be like, oh, wow, that was like no big deal. It's not easy by any fucking means. It's not. This is going to be difficult. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be about a lot of focus. It's going to be about, you know, when you chop down a tree, you know, you sharpen your axe, you take the axe, you hit the same fucking spot over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You don't go all up and down the fucking tree. You whack the same fucking spot until it falls. So many of you here are Jacks and Jills or whatever the fuck of all trades and they're masters of none. What is the one thing you want to be known for? Say it in the chat. What's the one thing that you desire in this lifetime to be known for? For me, I desire to be known for truly helping women become the wealthiest, healthiest, happiest, most supported, beautiful version of themselves. And that is why I created KBMF. First, it was the Misfit Club back in the day in 1999. It evolved into KBMFC. Now it's evolved into KBMFC Wellness and Social Club. I know that more than anything in the world, that what I'm creating and what I have created and what I will create going forward is going to change the wellness and community of women world forever. Forever. I know that. I feel it in every cell and fiber of my being. So what do I do every fucking day? Every day, I'm going to give and serve my clients at KBMC Wellness and Social Club, the women that come in for events, because I'm going to be offering a social membership at KBMC Wellness and Social Club. So like, let's just say you live far away or you live in New England, but you can't get to classes every day. You can pay a membership and come to our, our monthly spiritual events and our movie nights and our, dance parties and our, whatever we're having. Our speaker series and our live, we're going to be doing live in-person podcasts with master classes. So we're going to have, seats in our room. I built a huge stage and we have this incredible sound system and this beautiful audio visual system that I created so that people can come and be part of what I'm creating. And I give 150% of myself to my mentorship, business mentorship clients. And then here on the app, yes, do I do speaking engagements? Yes, do we have retreats that are planned that are coming up? Stay tuned for that. Yes, do I do all these other things? Of course. But my main focus is KBMC Wellness, this app, and my business mentorship clients. And that's it. Right? I'm not trying to be a master fisherman. I'm not trying to be, a master gardener. I'm not trying to tap dance. I'm not trying to be, the next pianist at the Boston Symphony Orchestra. I love all those things, but I know that there's only this much time to do these things. So when you're creating, you have to be known for deep and not wide. It's always about deepness more than wideness, okay? Because when your roots of your tree are deep, the storm can come, you may bend, but you will not uproot, you will not break. It's when the roots are so spread thin, too close to the surface, that's when a storm comes and you fucking fall over and you die. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Okay, so Sarah's saying, I desire to be known as a badass, brilliant businesswoman who pours into and helps women build their aesthetic and wellness businesses. That's it. That's it, babe. And everything that you give, all your offerings, all your deliverables, all are based around that, period. I love this. So proud of you, dude. You're a badass. Becky says, I desire to be the leader of the woman in my family and pass my legacy on to my children, therefore releasing the burdens we were never meant to carry. Amen. I love this. That's what you want to be known for. Just because Becky's not like, oh, I want to be a trillionaire, doesn't mean like her dreams of being this leader in her ancestral line isn't so important. I think it's more important than most, right? Couple more people, come on, come through. What do you desire to be known for? Right? Adiela saying, Sarah, I second that. I feel it in my heart. Yes, right? That is huge. And you want me to tell you how we're all going to do this together? Whatever you desire in your life, whatever you feel like right now you're lacking, maybe it's support from other women, maybe it's support from your people. I have a lot of people that say like, oh, no one ever supports me. They never post about me on social media. They never tell other people to hire me, to go to me, or that I'm good at what I do. If you have a business and you desire that support for yourself, do that for other women and it will come back to you. It's the women who think that there's not enough to go around are the ones that end up broke and alone and just not successful. Okay. So whatever you desire, give to others. If you just were to do that over the next 18 months, I pinky swear promise you that your life is going to change exponentially. But you have this one moment in time to make this huge. Please, I implore you to, if you came in late, re-listen or re-watch, or like Adiela was saying, I listened to it like I don't know if it was last week or the week before. She's like, I listened to it like a million times because I just kept listening to that coaching call because what you were saying was so on point. Stop being distracted. Think about your life as taking the axe and chopping in the same spot of the tree. The tree will fall over way quicker than chopping all up and down. And that's the biggest issue with 99% of the people on this earth is they're so distracted. They're allowing themselves to be spread thin, and it's not helping their highest, greatest good. If all of us here were healthy, beautiful, wealthy, abundance, financially free, powerful, all those things, wouldn't the world just be a different place? I mean, that's what I think. So take everything I said today and let it absorb into your cells, and take my advice and do the things that I'm saying, because this is the time. This is the moment. This moment in time, the next week of our lives and the next 13 months of our lives are going to change our lives forever. You have the choice. Make the difficult decisions. Do the boring shit. And I promise you that your life will change forever. Jolie saying, I'd like my legacy to be as a kind, authentic, and loyal person that helps students and people see their potential and see there is more to life, especially high school students pursuing college and helping them in that process. I love this. This is huge. Now, what is the vehicle to help you do that? It's your program. It's your app. It's your course. How you're teaching parents and their high school students how to get into the college or the university or the trade school of their dreams so that they can set themselves up for a life of abundance and wealth and freedom, right? That is no small charge, guys. The bigger the thing that you're supposed to do to change the world, the more Satan is going to come for you. And Satan is going to come for you, but telling you, who are you to do this? You're just the daughter of immigrants from Cape Verde. Who are you, Katie, to do this? You should have a heroin needle hanging out of your arm, and you should be an alcoholic, and you should be, a welfare mama who has 7 kids from 7 different baby daddies. That was supposed to be my reality, but there was something in me, and I don't know if it was something that was spoken over me, or I don't know if it was my ancestors prayed over me before I even was born. I don't know where it came from, but I will not squander that. I know who I'm supposed to be, and no fucking one and no thing will ever get in my way. You have to be that definite in what you're doing and saying to make it a reality. You can't be wishy-washy. This is not the time to be wishy-washy, okay? I love you guys. I really deeply desire for each and every one of you to go to levels that you never thought possible, but you have to do the damn thing. You cannot do it for a couple days, get bored or distracted, and then go back to the drawing board. Okay, it's not sexy. I promise you. Building anything that's big, that's going to change the world, is not a sexy process. If I could, and I'll talk to you guys about this down the road once the studio is 100% up and running and finished, but it was one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life, and I didn't say a peep about it to mostly anyone. There was way more heartache and way more aggravation than there was good days, but guess what? That's how I knew that this thing is going to be so successful, because thieves don't break in to empty homes. Okay. All right. I love you all. If you need me for anything, DM me here on the app. I'm only taking on 2 more people for the rest of the year for mentorship. So if that is something that you are ready to do, if you're like, I am ready to go to the next level with my business, and I've done this to this point, but I'm ready to go to the next level, DM me and I will tell you how to properly get on a complimentary call with me to see if working together is a right fit and if I can actually help you. Okay. For all of my business mentorship clients now, please go to the mentorship communication aspect of the app and DM me to make your one-on-one sessions for the month of August, because I'm traveling to Scotland at the end of the month. So I want to make sure that I have everyone handled before in a timely fashion. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this week. KBMFC is soft launching on August 3rd. So that's really exciting. So there's just some really great stuff coming up for all of us, but I think this is the time. It's strike while the iron's hot and while the energy of the universe is supporting that. Okay. All right, y'all. I love you. I will see you later on. And as soon as this uploads, I'm gonna share it in the app. And hey, this is your moment. Seize the day. All right. Love you guys. Don't forget to stay ambitious, and I'll see you on the flip. Bye.